And we begin tonight with new allegations against a nursing home in Orleans County. Former patients and family members are coming forward with disturbing claims. Good evening, everyone. We told you last week the state is investigating Orchard Manor nursing home in Medina.
News 4 is uncovering more allegations about how some patients were treated there. News 4's Rich Newberg has the story you're seeing only on 4.
More allegations of abuse are surfacing from former patients and relatives of patients here at Orchard Manor. Jim Koraleski claims he was mentally abused by a couple of nurses' aides at Orchard Manor while in rehabilitation following leg surgery for an infection.
There was a couple times where they put me on a lift to lift me from my bed to my wheelchair, and they left me hanging. And they said, "Oh, we'll get to you when we get to you."
He says while being wheeled back to his room one day, an aide, possibly through negligence, he says, jammed his foot between his wheelchair and a door, causing a wound that got worse as the weeks went on.
I told them numerous times, no, do not put acetic acid on my foot, and I'm also diabetic. And they actually put acetic acid on there and opened it up to an open wound.
In another case, the grandson of 103-year-old Clara Duhu says she suffered a laceration of her left arm, but that he wasn't told about it until he saw the bandage.
They couldn't get no answers. They were trying to look up the paperwork, look on the computers, looking for the reports. Did not have any.
He said his grandmother developed bed sores that required operations.
Then it turned into MRSA because of lack of care. Lack of turning her and positioning her so she's not on her back constantly.
A spokesman for Orchard Manor said certain skin ulcers in aging people is unavoidable, although he said HIPAA laws prevent him from discussing any specific cases.
They need to get a lot of issues straightened out.
Orchard Manor says it is constantly conducting its own investigations, and if mistakes happen, they will seriously be addressed. The nursing home says it found no proof of an earlier allegation that a woman was molested by a visitor, but the state says its investigation of Orchard Manor is ongoing. Coming up at 6, we'll hear from a staff member at Orchard Manor who says there isn't enough help on some shifts to meet the needs of patients. In Medina, Rich Newberg, News 4 at 5.